Hi there, I went to Michael's yesterday and I didn't have anything to buy, so I was just looking around and I saw these over by the bead section. These are called tip lacing cord. They're 1 yard each and they were $4.29. With a 40% off coupon they were $2.77. I also found these ones, which are tipped yarn laces, and they're 36 pieces and they're 18 inches long, so they're the perfect size for doll shoes. The only thing I don't like about them is they are yarn. I like these a lot better, but they are 1 yard each, which means you have to cut them in half to use them for doll shoes. So what I was doing was trying them out on some of the, I bought them even though I knew they were too long because I thought the colors were so pretty. This is the blue one, which is really nice. I don't have any of the other ones. I've just, let me show you what they are on the inside. These are really pretty purple. There's lime green, yellow, blue, orange. There's one that's supposed to be, I think, a little bit darker orange, which is supposed to be a reddish color, but it's more of a, I don't know, maybe a blood orange color, a reddish orange color, but they're very pretty. I wasn't too thrilled with the yarn ones because it is yarn, but this one was $3.99, so if you use a 40% off coupon, you can get them for a little over $2. But those ones came with orange, red, yellow, hot pink, blue, and green. And they're just made with yarn, and they're just tipped with the plastic ends on them. I tried them on like here's my candy cane shoe. I tried it on that. It's obviously yarn. I don't know if you like that look or not. If you like it, you can get a lot of shoelaces for a very cheap price. Here's the green one on an old pair of tennis shoes. And then here's the hot pink. So, but it's what you like. But anyway, on these ones that you have to cut in half to get them to be shoelaces, I tried a couple different methods. And I found out the one that works the best is actually clay glaze. It makes a really hard tip, and it's really simple to use. I'm using the Sculpey Satin Glaze, and it makes a really hard tip. This is the blue one. See how hard it is? It hardly moves around. So, but the problem is it does make a different color than the other side. So unless you want to tip your other end to make it look kind of the same, you can. But all I do is just tip it in to the Sculpey glaze and take off any residue, and then just let it hang dry. And what's going to happen when it dries is going to, the fabric's going to absorb that glaze, and it's going to constrict the cord and make it into a hard little end. If you want, you can cut the end off if it pools on the bottom, and then just coat the little tip on the end, and you'll get it to look just exactly like the end of a shoelace. So anyway, just go ahead and let those hang them somewhere, let them dry, and you'll have nice shoelaces in very pretty colors. So if I got 12 pieces, that means I have 12 pairs of shoelaces for $2.27, so you really can't beat that. So let me put these over here to dry, get them out of the way. Another thing I found when I was at Walmart, they're selling nylon cording now. Oh, let me tell you about this first. I tried tacky glue, didn't work. It didn't soak into the cording. I tried the Jewel-It. It works really nice, but it doesn't give you a hard nib at the end. It doesn't give you, it's sort of, I don't remember which one I used on that. I think it was the orange one. It gives you a, it'll dry your end out, but it's pretty pliable. I don't know where I put it. Oh well, doesn't matter. but it doesn't, it gives you a hard end, but it's a pliable end. It's not as hard as the Sculpey glaze. I tried Mod Podge, that didn't work at all, and I tried Decoupage Finish, that didn't work. This one definitely didn't work. This one didn't even hardly work at all on the ends. So Sculpey, any kind of glaze, satin glaze, matte glaze, anything for those cords work really great for shoe ends. Okay, another thing I found at Walmart is this nylon crochet thread size 18, and what that is you can burn the ends on these and make your little shoelaces. If you have the smaller dolls and you want tiny little laces like this, this is perfect. It's very thin, size 18. I looked online, and you can get multiple colors if you order online, or you can order through another company, but this is actually crochet thread, but you get I forget how long it is, 150 yards of this. So if you like this, at this size, it's perfect. It'll even fit in the smaller eyelets. Eyelets in the smaller, the 1/8 of an inch eyelets. This is perfect size for that. But if you're using the big 5/16 or 7, whatever it is, the normal eyelets, you might want to go with taking 3 strands of this. Go more than 18 inches though, because you're going to, I only did 18 inches on this braided shoelace. Let me put this back together so you can see what it looks like. I just braided them together. See? But I only used 3 strands of 18 inches, and I needed a little bit more for the shoelace. So I would go with maybe 20 inches, and then if you have too much, you can always burn the ends off. And that's the nice thing about nylon cording. All you have to do is take the ends and melt them, and that'll stop them from fraying. And you can also take the 3 strands together and fuse them together with a little heat, and you can do a strand of 3. This is just a regular braid, just like I was braiding hair. I just braided the shoelace. But that's another option you can use too. There's just so many options you can use for shoelaces without, having to do a lot of, go into a lot of trouble. But I got to tell you, this Sculpey glaze is almost perfect for these tip ends. I mean, it even looks like a tip end. It does give you a little bit of a shine. Like I say, it's a little different, but it's probably one of the best. Another thing you want to do when you're doing these, if you like these yarn ones, when you're doing your shoelaces, what you need to do is twist your yarn while you're if you don't, you're going to have that. It's going to just come loose like this, and it's going to just spread apart. It's not going to look very nice. So when you're doing your shoelaces, just twist your thread if you're going to buy this yarn stuff, and before you tie up your shoe, and you will it'll look a lot nicer than if it's your yarn is all open. But it all depends on what you're looking for. If you like these yarn ones, then you can get them for pretty cheap. My fingernail caught on that one. But there you go. So there's the yarn ones. Here's green. Here's the nylon thread from Walmart, and here is the tipped lacing cord from Michael's. So those are your options, some of your options on tennis shoelaces. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.